To explain what you're about to see, I've got to take you back a few years. It's 1999, Thanksgiving Day. I get a phone call in the afternoon from a gal I know in Washington, D.C. I used to work with her there, asking me essentially to parachute into Iowa and save a presidential campaign. Now, you may remember the campaign of 2000. It featured nobodies like billionaire Steve Forbes and Vice President Al Gore and an obscure Texan by the name of George W. Bush. Well, we don't have those kinds of resources. Heck, we've got our campaign volunteers sleeping on cots at campaign headquarters, but we are true believers, and we know that if we can get some kind of press, some sort of notice, we have a chance to make a real splash in this campaign. Now it's January. We're 2 weeks away from the Iowa caucuses, the first salvo of the 2000 campaign. We're trailing badly in the polls, and there are 8 candidates competing for votes on our side of this thing. We need to do something, and we need to do something big. But without resources, what do? Well, what we hit on was more like hijacking somebody else's project. In this case, it was a project from an obscure filmmaker, a guy named Michael Moore. And along about 2 minutes in, you may see somebody else you recognize too.
Not another one of these. I mean, there's 275 million people in America. These are the best candidates we could come up with? You want my vote for president? You got a mosh. The mosh pit. That one place where America's youth can express their deepest feelings by beating each other stupid. I could think of no better place to put these candidates. I issued a challenge to the candidates. Jump in my mosh pit, get my endorsement. Gary Bauer, the Christian conservative commentator who attends funerals for fetal tissue.
There they are, right there. Well, now, this is a mosh pit. You know what a mosh pit is? It's a portable mosh pit, all right? And we are going to endorse the candidate that jumps into the mosh pit. We'll endorse Bauer for president. That's where they died. Get in the pit. Governor Bush, it's Michael Moore.
Go find real work.
We will endorse you if you'll come out and go into the mosh pit. Can we arrange it so we get John in the mosh pit later? John McCain in the mosh pit.
We don't do mosh pits.
You're Al Gore's Secret Service guy, right? Can you go in and get Al to come out, jump in the mosh pit? No. Little body surfing, little body slam. We'll endorse you because we love you, man.
Honestly, thank you. Figured out to caucus tonight.
Just imagine Alan Keyes surfing our mosh pit for democracy.
I cannot imagine it.
Would you do it?
Would I do
Would
it?
you go in there for the candidate?
Oh, yeah.
Victory! Victory! We're almost there! We're almost there! Alan Keyes, would you jump in our mosh pit? We're going to endorse you if you'll jump in our mosh pit.
What's the mosh pit?
The mosh pit is the young people here. I told them Alan Keyes would jump in the mosh pit.
And with that, he went on to an upset in Iowa.
In Iowa, Alan Keyes, the big surprise of the evening.
Finally, the media found an issue they could get excited about. A new force in American politics.
Even though Bush didn't do the mosh pit, I'm told Alan Keyes did.
Alan Keyes jumped into a mosh pit.
Michael Moore's traveling mosh pit.
Mosh pit.
Mosh pit.
Mosh pit. What did you pick up from your colleagues other than the mosh pit, please?
I'm sorry, Jeff. The mosh pit was so great that nothing else conceivably could have intervened.
That upset in Iowa carried over for weeks. Our performance in Iowa knocked out billionaire Steve Forbes, and over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks, we knocked out 5 of the other candidates as well, leaving just the 3 of us at the top, George Bush, John McCain, and us. And we even beat John McCain in 2 or 3 states, although we never had the resources to get our head in front of George Bush. I think it's a testimony to the kind of thing that you can do if you're looking around for opportunities. I like those opportunities. No, I don't just like them. I look for them, I revel in them, and when they appear, I grab them with both hands. Thanks for giving me a look.